We never realized that the event Brand Magic would create such a stir. We have a cyclone coming up tomorrow, so that was not part of the program, but I'm sure that once the event is launched, it will create a storm in Mauritius. This is just to formally announce the launch of the 9th edition of Brand Magic 2024, which is going to be held on the 16th of May at the Intercontinental Resort, Mauritius. This is an extraordinary gathering of minds with 5 exceptional branding gurus sharing their expertise and insights. I'll just take you very briefly through who the speakers are. So one is going to be held at the Intercontinental, just like last year. The theme this year is branding beyond boundaries, shaping tomorrow's success. What you've realized is in today's world of branding, brands need to be relevant. You need to know how to survive and how to engage with your customers. With the new millennial, there are 2 keywords: instant gratification. And unless and until your brand is relevant, you will not be in the marketplace. So the focus areas we have touched upon is AI powered, because artificial intelligence is a buzzword today. Consumer behavior, what are the analytics? We're going to talk about the new technologies or emerging technologies in brand communication, crafting of authentic brand narratives. And most importantly, we're also going to talk about cultural branding, because we realize that culture plays a very important role in the life of a brand. And especially because we're talking about branding beyond boundaries, we were also looking at Mauritian brands going global to see how this can be possible. The speakers come with a lot of experience, so learning from their experience, we can see how to make Mauritian brands more global. So these are the 5 speakers we selected. It's always a challenge selecting the best speakers for Brand Magic. Emmanuel is an amazing creative person. He's won over 200 awards, international awards, including the Cannes Gold Lions. And during Brand Magic, I'm going to show you his CV. His CV is not this, it's a magazine. So he printed a magazine which has a CV in it. The whole magazine is a CV. I met him 30 years ago, and I still have that book. I don't think he remembers giving it to me. So it suddenly struck me that he would be a great person. He gave up being the chief creative officer of one of the top 10 agencies in the world called Chiel to set up his own agency, because he said there are far more challenges. So he'll be talking about revolutionizing creativity. Our next speaker is Marie-Claire Malouf. She's also the most highly decorated creative person in the Middle East. She comes from an agency called Edelman and has a huge following. She's also part of Cannes Lions. From past experience, what we realized is most of the big companies these days are laying off people. Companies like Google, Facebook, IKEA, TikTok. Last year when we invited Loic Berenson to speak to us, I got a call from him saying that, is it okay to still come? I said, why? He said, I've been fired from IKEA. So I said, that doesn't matter, because you still have that experience with IKEA, so please feel free. The same thing happened with Philippa. Pip, she was fired from TikTok, but she was the creative strategist at TikTok worldwide. So now she consults TikTok and she runs her own agency. Samir Moulay also was working with Meta before he was also shown the door. So he's now working with another company. So he's going to talk about elevating customer brand experience. And then he'll talk about his experiences of how to use Facebook and all that. Now, one very important part we realized in the life of a brand is how to use consumer behavior analytics. And Sheila is a very well-known speaker based in Singapore. So she will talk about all this and how it affects the life of a brand. So these, in a nutshell, are the 5 speakers who will be at Brand Magic this year. Now, the magic of brands and branding cannot happen without partners. So we've had some very, very amazing partners, starting with Estetica. Chad and Ingrid, unfortunately, they're not here. Both of them are wizards as far as animation is concerned, and they've always been an integral part of Brand Magic. We have Momo from Analysis Kantar, our partner since 2016, when we started the top brands of Mauritius Awards. And it's been a very close partnership because we are the only organization which actually goes into research when we talk about giving awards to brands and companies. And Momo is an integral part of that. Momo, thanks so much for being there. There is Ashley and Ninochka from Diz Interactive. They've come up with a prize-winning Brand Magic app. So if you download the app, all the information about Brand Magic is available on the app. They made it more interactive. You can play games, win prizes. So they won an award in reunion for that app. So Ashley and Ninochka, thank you so much for the Brand Magic app. I think it'll be an important part. Here's Chad and Ingrid. Just missed you. We said you're the wizards of animation. Welcome. DB Vision has been with us right from the beginning, from 2015. They look after the audio and visual aspect, because to ensure that the sound and picture quality in the room is of exceptionally high quality. Design Works, Nizar looks at all the interior branding at the venue, the billboards, the banners and all that. Eruption always does magic. They're a wonderful, absolutely wonderful team to work with. If you want to catch Oliver anytime, even if it's 11:30, 12, you send him a message, he will respond. He works that hard. So Eruption, they were in charge of the website. He'll show us the magic they have done with the website. The other magicians, brand magicians, is an agency called FCB Cread. They've been with us since 2015. Done some amazing branding work. So all the visual identity, the branding you see for Brand Magic has been done by FCB Cread. And they keep raising the bar every year. So we have to keep waiting to say, okay, what next? So again, they will raise the bar. A venue partner is Intercontinental because, one, we found the place to be very nice. The service is impeccable. But most important for us, the food is great. Because the agreement with the hotel is, I said, we'll get you the best speakers. You have to assure you give us the best food. So that is the agreement we have, and we always make it a point to invite the chef on stage to put pressure on the kitchen to ensure that the food is good. We have Perpetual Motion. Samantha is here. Again, another wizard in PR. She's also the chairperson of the PR Association. They'll be handling the PR and publicity of Brand Magic. So these are all our Brand Magic partners for the 9th edition. I'd like to call Oliver to take us through and then we can go to Momo.
Say a few words about the website. This website has always been an event website. So every year we talk about that year's edition of the Brand Magic Summit, as it used to be called. We've decided, after discussion with Raveen and the whole team, that we want the website to become a portal for anything to do with branding in Mauritius and beyond, of course. And the idea is the website won't be redesigned every year like it's been. Every year we adopt the new visual identity that our friends from FCB Cread do every year. So as from this year, we're going to do a final redesign, and then every year we're going to have a portion of the website that will be devoted to the event itself with specific information, and the website will grow a parallel life to give contents about branding in general, about Mauritian brands, about whatever events or news that would be of interest to branding professionals. So that's the general idea. I will just walk you through the website. The usual sections are all there. So basically we will have all the information about who the organizers are, who the speakers for this year, and who the partners are, the agenda, and everything to do with the event will be there. Okay? There's also a section where we can access the videos and whatever brand books there were for the previous years. So the website will now become this kind of repository for information, news items, events, and anything to do with branding in Mauritius. So the website has for, unfortunately our friends from Cread are not here, the general theme is bubbles. Last year it was more psychedelic, this year it's a little bit, let's say, uplifting. So the general colors and the theme itself were chosen by Cread, so all credit due. We implemented the website design to reflect the general spirit. If you see the speakers moving, you are not drunk, you are not high, it's just an effect we put. When I move the mouse, the chaps dance around. Okay, so there you are. I encourage you all to visit the website. We'll be updating information.
Live.
It is not live. Is it not? Yeah, it is live. So you can access it already. Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
No, you're welcome.
Momo. I'd like to ask Momo to talk to us about the top brands.
You can sit here. Okay, rapidly. Top brands, we've been partnering with, as he mentioned, since 2016 for the top brands in Mauritius. Previously, the top brand, I would say in the whole world prior to COVID, we were doing it on a face-to-face basis in terms of methodology. People who were interested to know the methodology, it was on a face-to-face basis. But during COVID, because we conducted one when we were in the period of COVID. During COVID, we moved the methodology from face-to-face to our call center, what we call CATI center, and therefore over the phone. And since then, we've kept it over the phone. This year, there will be an innovation for this year, as innovation will be also including within the sample, not only the public in general, but also the corporate sector. And for the corporate sector, this will be done both over the phone and also online through our computer-aided web interface, as we call interviews, as we call it, KAWI. Sunam, would you like to have some words on regarding methodologies? More words?
Sundaram is the man behind Top Brands.
Sundaram is our project leader on Top Brand. So I'll leave him the floor. I've just explained the history, how we move from methodology. Now this year we mix methodology over the phone and online for corporate. Also.
Exactly. I remember very well the first time when we started with the Top Brand, we were measuring only the Mauritian preferred brand. Okay, but today there are a lot of brands. Okay, and people don't have a preference in specific categories because preference also do exist in various categories. For instance, if we look at the last 3 years, that is 1 year before COVID, we have seen how people are reacting to brands. Okay, and this is where we have seen that some businesses have taken the appropriate measures to bring forward the brands in terms of resonating with the customers, and with this we have come with new measures, and these measures are being translated into hours, obviously, and this is where we come with various metrics like employer brand, sustainable brand, and this year we are introducing innovative brands. So just to tell you that nowadays we can see that there is a lot of dynamism when it relates to brands, okay? And the purpose of gradually going to other categories is also to show how the businesses in Mauritius, particularly the marketers, are reacting to this dynamism in the marketplace. Because nowadays we cannot talk only about what is happening locally, we need also to look at globally, because most of the brands now have an international exposure. So these are the metrics and the methodologies that we have been using. Momo has just highlighted the methodologies. Basically, it is 1,000 respondents which are interviewed, and these respondents are nationally representative in terms of geographical distribution, location, in terms of gender, socioeconomic categories, and obviously in Mauritius, though we don't have, we are no more having statistics on ethnic group, but this is something that we do also consider in our analysis. And the way we proceed is like a random sampling, okay? It's not like we are targeting a specific respondent, it's very random, but at the end we need to ensure that our sample is representative of the national population. And this is going to be the ninth? Eighth, sorry, the eighth. So in this year, the new metric that is being included is the innovative category. So it's just innovative, and from the results of the study, we will be able to know and for you to learn which industry is picking up in terms of innovation in Mauritius. That's it.
Good, thank you. We leave the floor to Rama.
So I think that is short and sweet. Now we come to the most important part of the press conference, and that is coffee, tea, and snacks. So thank you all for being here. Yeah, please. Any questions?
What is the importance, do you think, that AI will have in the branding and rebranding in Mauritius?
No, I didn't get it. AI. It will play a very big part. Slowly, see, because the world is now getting into AI, there's new technology coming in, like Google just launched Gemini. So each company now is trying to outdo the other, so AI will definitely play a very large part in the branding in Mauritius, branding world.
Would it be for vision and statement, or what statement that big companies have, or just creating a logo that is more Mauritian or go closer to a certain ethnicity?
See, I think it'll cover all aspects, not only just one particular sphere, but overall, it'll be an overarching thing of, see, it'll depend on how you use AI.
How could we use AI in the marketing world like Mauritius, where we have a very small market, and then some companies are in Africa, in Madagascar, and with their brands?
See, one is you will need to use the right kind of prompts, like we have a completely thing called prompt engineering, because not everybody is very familiar with using AI or chat GPT and all that. So if you ask the right questions, it will give you the answers you're looking for in terms of how to brand or how to launch your products. Depends on the companies of how they want to promote their brands overseas. Somehow we feel that there's always that fear of what will people think of my brand. Some Mauritian brands are really, really good. So I don't see any reason why they cannot start marketing those brands overseas. So they just need that little nudge and push, and I think Brand Magic is a great platform for them to get that confidence and go out.
Have you been in contact with AMM for label made in Mauritius?
We have been in touch with them, but somehow the response has not been all that good.